The Los Angeles Rams take on the San Francisco 49ers on a short week Thursday night primetime matchup. Ho ho! This is good. Let's talk about it here. Starting off, we are going to look here at the injury report heading into this game. Again, this is Monday at around 4 p.m. Eastern time at the recording. That's 1 p.m. Pacific. And so the injury report coming in this game on NBC Sports, we have Trent Williams questionable for Thursday night. Nick Bosa is questionable for Thursday night. Those are two huge injuries that the Niners have been battling with all season long. Isaac Guerrero, and again, I apologize if I butchered that name, but he is their third string running back, I believe, because as you see here, Christian McCaffrey is declared out, and Jordan Mason is out. And so then their third string running back is questionable. So that's the Niners are a banged up team. That's for sure. Emmanuel Forbes, inactive this past Sunday. He just got claimed off of waivers last week. No surprise there. I would be surprised if we see him in this game. But then again, ever since the Baker Mayfield game where the Rams literally flew him in, he had 2 days of practice and then suited up for a Thursday night. You never know. But I'm going to take a guess that Emmanuel Forbes is going to be inactive for Thursday's game as well. Warren McClendon was inactive this past Sunday. He's questionable for Thursday's game in the backup role. Jared Verse, ankle injury, is questionable for Thursday night's game. From what I took away from McVay's press conference, I believe Jared Verse will play, but it is a short week. And so the silver lining of these short weeks are once you get through them, you have that kind of mini bye. But you got to get there, right? And you're playing a game 4 days after you've already played one game. A really intense game for the Rams, that's for sure. Niners coming off of a big win over the Bears to keep their season alive. And I'm going to start with talking about that. That's one of my biggest concerns for this game for the Rams is they are playing a hungry, desperate 49ers team. You heard about a team meeting that George Kittle and the crew had where they kind of talked about playing with urgency. And I'm hoping that the Rams are able to match that urgency. I think the Rams have been playing with that urgency for a couple weeks now. And this is a kind of a playoff game, right? You have a chance to pretty much end the Niners' hopes of winning the NFC West with a win here. And so that's the hope. That's the hope that you're able to sweep the Niners. That's something that the Rams have not done in a long time. And it would be great if, dating back to last season, they could win 3 in a row against the Niners. That would be phenomenal. And yes, the Sam Darnold versus Carson Wentz Week 18 game counts. So all you 49ers fans that are trolling, don't tell me it doesn't. It's on the stat sheet. But in all seriousness, though, these are two teams that know each other quite well. It's going to be a physical game. I expect it to be a physical game. So you're hoping for no injuries. You're hoping for a good game. And I don't expect to put 40 points up on the Niners. I know the Rams are coming off of their best offensive performance in a long time, which is awesome. You want to use that momentum. And I think we started to even see it going back to the Saints game in the second half. And they just Stafford and Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, Kyron Williams, the whole Rams O-line was like, oh yeah, we're super good. Let's do this. And then they kept going versus the Bills game. And the hope is that they can, put up a lot of points on this Niners defense and that they'll be able to contain Brock Purdy. I am someone that gives Brock Purdy his props. He is a great talent at the quarterback position. The reality is I don't think the 49ers are in any kind of position. Like their season's gone pretty bad. I think it would have got a lot worse if they didn't have Brock Purdy at quarterback. He's been keeping them alive in a lot of their games. So we'll definitely have to get pressure on Brock Purdy. We'll have to, if we can make them one-dimensional, that would go a long way in helping this and letting this Rams front four really kind of come off of. They just came off of a performance where it wasn't the greatest one. They were facing Josh Allen. So I do look for this front four to rebound and have a really good day versus the 49ers here. So optimistic that can be a thing. But I do think the Rams can win this game. I think they can win it. And I've learned enough to know there's no such thing as an easy win with this Rams team. I expect this to be a one-score game down to the wire, and I'm hoping that wire ends with the Rams winning. If we do look at playoff implications here, I'll just pull them up here. Kind of interesting on the where to go? Yeah, on the playoffstatus.com angle here. If we scroll up, you'll see that the Rams are currently in the 8th seed behind the Commanders. So the Commanders, one game ahead, they have games against the Saints, the Eagles, the Falcons, and the Cowboys ahead of them. The Rams have the 49ers, the Jets, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks. Currently, the Seahawks are the only team of those last 4 games that have a winning record. If we look into the playoff picture with the Vikings and the Packers, odds are they're going to be in the wild card unless the Vikings can catch the Lions. Possibility, for sure. I'm pretty sure the Eagles will win their division. The Bucks could be caught by the Falcons, possibly. The Saints have an outside chance of catching them in that division. But I think that the path for the Rams playoffs, based on their losses early in the year when they were really banged up, the best path to the playoff is winning the NFC West, getting to host a playoff game in SoFi Stadium. That would be awesome. And there's a path for it. If they win out here, they win the division because they already beat Seattle once. And so if they win out and Seattle were to win out until that Week 18 game and the Rams win that game would be for the division crown, and the Rams would win. So ideally, you beat every team left on the schedule, go on a nice little streak here going into the playoffs, and then when you're in the dance, who knows what happens on that dance floor. Anyway, let me know your thoughts, predictions, everything. I'll be hosting a watch party on my channel for the game on Thursday night. We're on the road to 4K. If you enjoy talking about football, Rams, or anything like that, feel free to like and subscribe. Trying to get to 4,000 subscribers before 2024 ends. And as always, go Rams, horns up, and peace out. Let's go Rams. Woo!
Thank you very much.